Hello, and welcome to Dice and Adventure. We're a group of friends who love to tell stories. I'm Matt, the Dungeon Master, and today the players are going to introduce themselves as we go into episode 14. So we'll start with M.
Yo, my name's she, they, and I'm playing Xanthi, who uses she, her.
Hey, I'm San. Tonight I'll be playing as Morticia, and both of us use she, her pronouns.
Hi, I'm Montiago. I'll be playing Dimitri, and we both use he, him.
I am Gizbert. I'll be playing William, and we both use he, him.
Hello, I'm James. I use he, they pronouns, and I'll be playing Leiros, who uses he, him pronouns.
Okay, so last session, a lot of last session was built around trying to find the right means in order to conduct a resurrection of one of our fallen members. Through a lot of trial and tribulation, they did manage to find the correct means, did manage to welcome him back to the realm of the living. In doing so, some things have not quite continued the way they should be for him. There's definitely a few changes he's noticing. But he's back with the party. Everything else seems to be going okay. They managed to they managed to rescue one of Xanthi's sisters, who, known as Reese, who has been talking to Xanthi, doesn't really remember a whole lot, apart from a while before they were abducted in an original place. They've started to get to know this mysterious Laros, who's about not sure if he's a force of good or just another power in the way. They also finally expelled a dean from their group, making sure he spent their time gathering some money, but then a dean's like, nope. The rest of the group, William in particular, was like, no, you keep that, and we're no longer a burden to you. That then led to them having a bit of a sit-down conversation what to do. Pulled a little bit of a scam to get some money for the prize fight, because technically it was a fight to the death and William's alive, so by default he won? Question mark. So they managed to get some prize money out of him. They split it amongst the rest of them. There was a encounter between Ross and Lilianth. They were discussing various means before everyone going to sleep. And in Xanthi's dream, she had a little talk with the doctor, finding out that you can get all the protection from mind control and everything you think you can. But once he's made his way in, he's in. He then subtly made a few threats in regard to the other sisters he has at his disposal. Leading, and he left with telling Xanthi, upon when she wakes up, to check the window. Have a look outside to see what's going on. And that brings us to today's session, where everyone is resting, recuperating, asleep, and all come into some form of consciousness. Apart from Morticia. Can you roll me a charisma saving throw, please?
6.
6. Cool. As you lay in bed, asleep, your dream turns from a serene landscape to one of a pitch black room. Again, this room you've seen a few times. And you look around to see these spectral swords all lined up again, leading to a throne which is now empty. and there's just this figure next to you, kind of like dragging your arm up the walkway towards the throne.
Last time I was here, someone was eaten. So I feel like my heart will be beating quite fast. But at the same time, my dad has been quite nice to me lately. So I will just move with the figure.
Okay.
And I'll say, "Hi, nice to see you again."
The figure turns to look at you. At this point, you see its hood up high, and it has no face. Just this white bone-like coloration where a face should be. And he replies, "Oh, anything for the lady who controls the manor." It was...
To control the manor?
Oh, yes, it was quite the clever ploy of yours to lead him to war. I must congratulate you on that. We would have never been able to overthrow him if he stayed in his castle.
Who are you?
Oh, for now, you can call me friend.
Where is my father?
Oh, fear not. In his natural resting place.
Do I know what he means by that?
No, you don't actually. It's all very weird. Like, this is the same room, but this figure, like, there was no other figures apart from you and Willow last time you came, obviously. And your father being there, but no other figures this time. Just this one guy. But he's like your size. He's not like any bigger or any smaller. He's your size, but just wearing all these black robes and, like I said, this bone white mask.
Any marks on him at all?
No. Everything is completely covered. He even wears like black gloves. Just the only thing that's visible is this bone white mask that has no facial features.
If you have hurt him, I will make sure you will regret it.
Oh, threats. I remember when we used to do that. Yes.
It is not a threat. It is a promise.
Oh, good. You're going to need that tone. That keeps you on your feet. That keeps us alive.
Why am I here?
The lady of the manor has to take the throne. It's the last rite of the process.
That throne belongs to my father, not me yet.
Yes, I thought that too at one point when I was standing in your position. But I get the benefit of being further along than you. I see more in hindsight. And they remove one of their gloved hand, not their hand, but their glove off their hand. And you see the same marking that you have on your hand. And it just goes all the way up, and they start rolling up the robe on this arm, and it just continues. And it's the exact same marking as your arm.
I will look at mine afterwards and seeing the progress, if anything has changed at all.
Yeah, so yours is like up to your elbow now. And like it's become like really like visible now, like looking like a almost like blacked in tattoo. Like it whereas before it was like just like surface level and like grey, but now it's like visibly dark and you can see it quite like that. And you put them next to each other and they're the exact same. In fact, you would think this arm is looking into a mirror.
in my mind, I still want that connection to my father, so I'll try and reach out to him. Are you okay? Where are you?
As you do that, the figure just grabs your arm and just like squeezes, just like, oh, no, no, no. No, that's not the rules. It's my turn to be with us. Come, take the throne.
I will not do that until I have his words saying that it's okay for me to do that.
Not quite the response I was expecting. And you notice now the voice kind of drops and it becomes like more feminine than it was before. And the more you listen, the more it's like you're talking to yourself.
Who are you really?
Oh, I am just you. Just given up hope. And they take off the bone white mask and you see your face there. Just the only difference is there's a scar. It runs from like the top of your head all the way down to your chin, going through one of your eyes and through your lip.
What happened to you?
No, no. What will happen to you, I think you mean. You put your faith in all these people. You forever want to see the good in them. Let me tell you, it's not the right way. Sometimes you have to look out for yourself. Now take the throne, or I will take it.
I feel like I'm gonna have to roll for it.
Yeah.
I will take the throne.
Okay. As you walk and sit upon the throne, this figure turns to dust, and the dust flows back into your tattoo, your mark. And you just hear your own voice. Well done. I never made that choice the first time round. I can't wait to see where this takes us. In the long, long winding road of things to come. But for now, here's what you seek. And you just see flames erupt in the room, and your father just stands impossibly tall over you as you sit on the throne. And yes, take your place as my rightful heir. I will win this for you. And your dream breaks very quickly. Back to this serene sunrise before you're awake, wide awake.
William?
Yep, what's up?
I think I might have messed up.
We're doing a lot of that lately. Taking the buck off the face. I'll read that after. What have you done?
I think I became a queen. I took my father's throne.
Is he still alive?
Well, he said that it was time for me to take my place as his rightful heir, and that he would win this for me.
Okay, well, you're not a queen yet, I guess. Definitely a queen in waiting, if I remember how monarchies work.
Is it called a monarchy? Like for the hells?
No, I'm just, putting stuff with, what I do know.
So I guess now I will really need to involve myself in the war.
Yeah, no, certainly. Considering you decided to take a vow to take over if he dies.
Yeah. I don't know if I should have done that. I don't know what that implies.
Probably implies that you're going to roll over his claim if he dies, if anything.
Oh, then I can give you powers. I can give your powers back. If you want that. I'll make you the most powerful.
Not the first thought I was thinking. Just like him, you'll be trapped there, you know that, right?
Well, yeah, but I will be able to help you guys from there.
Okay, yeah, you got a point, but where's this tone shift coming from? You didn't want this originally.
Well, he's nice, and he has helped us a lot. He has helped me a lot. And I guess I realized it just because he's in the hells doesn't really mean he's a bad guy, and doesn't really mean I have to be a bad person if I rule over it.
There's a level of implied cruelty with stuff like this, you know that, right? There'll still be a level of you'll have to murder and maim to keep your position because any sign of weakness, they'll probably kill you.
Well, yeah, but I'm already doing that.
Valid point, but I'm just making sure it'll be more common then.
I'm okay with that.
God. Ugh. Fucking hate waking up. God, this feels horrible.
Like every time we wake up, we have new news.
No, just sleeping. Fucking weird. Body ache. Christ.
Did you have any dreams?
None that I can remember, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's one of them somewhat dreamless
Nothing of any
nights.
note.
Yeah.
So, I do have the imprint of the title on my face, though. Just feeling like the Indian, just like, So you now decided to take over where if your father fails, right? Okay. So, you sure this is what you want? Bit late to back out of it, but are you sure this is what you want?
For now?
It's better than nothing, I guess.
I should still try and meet my mom, though. Imagine she's like his biggest like enemy, and she's rolling over something else, and I just like this one or this one. I don't know.
Hey, you have one hell of a complex family structure, and I thought I was bad.
Well, I don't know my mom, so I don't really know if that would be the case. I assume if she was like that, she would have already reached out. She's probably dead.
I know mine definitely is, and honestly, it's kind of useful not having that second kind of power looming over your shoulder constantly.
I mean, yeah, but I would still like to meet her and like, get the chance of a relationship.
Yeah, well. Just see how everything goes. Just don't do anything too stupid. Could you probably ask him to stop sending his things to kill us now? Then maybe.
I think me taking the throne was the point of that, so I guess there's no really a reason for him to do that
Yeah, 'cause
anymore.
if anything, he should focus all of his assets winning a war that he now is fighting. Which, thank him on my behalf, I guess.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
Yeah, I do need to pay him back at some point.
You're paying him by protecting me. His hair.
So they're going to keep on spreading. Just going to point at the arm and just be like,
Probably yes.
uncomfortable much?
Not at the moment. It's not hurting. I think it only hurts if I go against what he wants.
Well, I guess. But you know, if you keep using stuff like that, you're probably going to end up changing completely, right?
Yeah, I'm controlling it quite a bit, to be honest. I think. I haven't really used it much.
Okay. Well, it's early morning. I'm now stuck to the whims of being normal, I guess. So I'm going to go eat.
Oh yeah, I'm hungry.
Oh,
Did the mark spread more?
So it's currently up to your elbow. It's like, I would say it's just drifted past the elbow. Like there's it looks like a kind of wisp of flame. At this point, both you two, what languages do you speak?
Celestial, common, and giant.
common, deep speech, and infernal.
Infernal. Interesting. You notice something about the mark, being able to read infernal. You see that it says in infernal, but you loosely translate it back into the common tongue, being
Yeah, like some words are missing and stuff. Yeah.
It's it loosely transfers a power for a power.
Hmm. You know what? Let me think about it, and I'll get back to you on that part. Kind of like that trance of looking at the arm, and just like seeing the scribble like make sense, and just that realization of I've been staring for a while now. I'm guessing it's getting to that point where it's like, what?
Yeah.
I think I can read what that says, but I'm not sure.
What do you mean you can read it? It's a language?
Yeah, they're not just useless scribbles. Some of the words are missing because they're not transformed into common tongue, but yeah.
Can you teach me?
Yes? We're going to need a lot of paper, though. And a lot of ink.
I will take out some pages from the diary
Okay.
that it's halfway through, so I think there's still some empty ones.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, here.
I guess.
So you're going to write down what it says, right?
At least the words that are there, I'm going to write the word and then put the common translation underneath so that kind of see how the letters and that are formed.
Okay, so essentially what you write on the paper would be Creathea Gamase Creathea, which loosely translates to a power for a power.
So, yeah. Some of the words can change their shapes as well. Like, you know, it's Infernal's difficult. They're
I should-
very...
Probably know Infernal before I take over.
You probably should, yes. And as I said, that's not a perfect translation. There's some words that they use that aren't in the common vocabulary, so that's the best I can get it.
Okay, you gotta teach me. What if we do it like a sentence a day? You teach me a sentence a day, the most used ones, and then at least I'll have a base.
Or I can give you one in the morning and get you to recite it at night, kind of thing. Do you
Sure.
have a day to kind of... Okay, we can do that. And underneath it, I'll write another sentence, both in Infernal and Common, and just like, there you go, learn that, and then I'll see how your pronunciation and stuff is getting on.
I'm sure I'm gonna be a natural.
Sure. Considering the circumstances, probably.
But we go for breakfast now?
We're definitely going for breakfast now. And I think for the first time in so many years, I'm having coffee.
You should try bacon.
I remember the stimulation of coffee, so we'll slowly get back into me, eating normally.
Just a tiny piece?
I'll still get something to eat, but let's just slow down on the heart attack inducing foods now.
Hey, you already came from the dead, huh? I think it's okay if you indulge a little.
Considering I have a lot more to worry about now? No, let's just... Moderation.
Okay. So as you two get up and get about, going down for some coffee and, in William's words, heart attack inducing foods.
Yeah.
We will cut to Leros. What are you doing?
Yeah, so they would find me sat in the same place where before he was scribbling on some paper. He's got a pile of paper next to him, pretty neat and tidy. New bag next to him, it would seem. And he's probably drinking himself a dark cup of coffee right now, just waiting, seeing what's going on in the inn at this time in the morning.
At this time in the morning in the inn, it's actually quite busy. There's a lot of people getting up because whereas this does work as a tavern as well, like the majority of people do stay here. So in like kind of the morning before midday, it's the case of it is a fully functioning like cafe almost. They serve they still serve the alcoholic beverages, of course, but it's more like your teas, your coffees, your orange juices, your food that's ready for that sort of thing, the day ahead. But you do see a couple of strange people that you've been here for a few nights, well, a few mornings at least. And you've not seen a couple of these people before. And they kind of like whisper, and like as soon as they see you like kind of lock eyes with them, they like stop and just like stare back.
What do they look like?
So the two that cross your eyes the most, they look quite identical to each other, like they're like twins almost. One female, one male. They both have heterochromia, so they have one black eye and one blue eye. Grayish skin, very, very short, light hair, almost like platinum blonde kind of hair, dark, very like darker clothing. They're both wearing very like dark makeup. But yeah, they definitely, as soon as they catch your eyes, they kind of pretend they're ignoring you. Again, then when your gaze diverts again, they're back up staring.
Okay. Have they got any markings or anything on their clothing, or any kind of like
It seems to be like
brooches?
non-brand stuff, just very basic kind of things.
Okay. Great. So I'm going to stare back over at them. Get them to avert their gaze. And then when they do, I'm going to quickly shoot off to the left and kind of circle round and try and stand. So when they look back, I'm right in front of them.
Yeah. Can you roll me a stealth check? Just see how quickly and adaptively you do that.
Yep. 18.
18. Amazing. So yeah, they look back around and it's just like, wait, where did he go? I don't know. And then they just turn and then you're just there.
Seeing something you like in the look of there?
It's funny you should mention that. It's my sister actually likes what she sees.
Or what? In particular? This?
Yes?
Well, I mean, I charge by the hour, but it's a little early to be getting to work. As you can see, I'm just having my breakfast. So, you both look nice. Maybe we could, I don't know, double the hourly rate and we can go upstairs?
Yeah. You know what? I just realized it was actually the wall behind you she was staring at. There's that picture of the goblet on there that apparently the tavern's named after. So
Cool. So as the one who's doing the majority of the talking is doing that,
yeah,
I'm gonna put my hand behind the back of their head. I'm gonna cast Mind Slither.
Okay.
Give him a little bit of damage. It is a intelligence DC check of 16.
Not bad, but no.
Cool. So I'll take. So they'll get a pang of 3 psychic damage in the back of my head, and I'm gonna also subtract. I need a D4. Yeah. And I'm going to subtract 3 off their next saving throw.
Okay.
Just make you aware of that.
Yep. Just starts to rub his head, just like.
Yeah. Ooh, your brother here seems to be getting a headache. Maybe he shouldn't be joining us.
No, I think he's. I think we should just get going. We just wanted to come see the goblet. We've seen it. It's very nice. We're very happy with. We'll just get going. And she goes to stand up and like grab her like.
And before she stands up, I'm gonna stab her in the hand with a dagger and try and pin it to the table.
Yeah, I mean, easy enough to do with your force. Just like.
When that happened, I'm gonna turn to a brother who I've Mind Slithered, and I'm going to cast Charm Person on them.
Okay.
Which is a Wisdom save, DC 16, but -3 to whatever they roll.
Well, with a nat 1.
Oh.
Well, I turn to sister. Well, while you're thinking over how you're going to get yourself out of this, and I'm just going to leave the dagger pinning my hand. Turn back to the brother, you're now Charmed Person, and you say, what the hell are you really doing here? Why are you staring at me in that way?
And he just looks at the surroundings, and he's just like, we was sent to kill you.
Well, I think I could have gathered that much. Who's sending you then?
And just as like he's about to say a name, blood starts to pour from his nose and ears, and the word just can't escape him.
Well, what about you? Who sent you? Turn to the sister. Don't say a name. But describe it.
They had black veins on their face. They were old and very short. they spoke with a very strange voice, and they carried a walking stick.
Oh, very informative. And to Leiros, does that jump out to him?
To you, Leiros, that puts 2 people
Yeah.
in your mind. One of them is someone from a city over, that you definitely you've met in passing. You spent some time with her. You had tea with her, but definitely not the one you're thinking could be. She's definitely more powerful than to have this. Than to be definitely more smart enough than to be stupid to send people after you like this.
Yeah.
And the other one that comes through your mind is a person you thought like you dealt with as soon as you got out of the doctor's facility. But they was helping you out at the time. Well, at least you thought they were helping you out. But as soon as you were free, they tried to put a knife in your back. But what they actually did, you're not sure, because now you're starting to, like, even as you're trying to remember their name, it's not coming to it. It's just giving you a big headache.
Cool. Right. Well, where the sister's squirming with the dagger and the brother's bleeding, I was gonna do a quick pass of their pockets, see what they got in there, see if anything really stands out.
You find 3 silver daggers, a health potion, it looks like, another miscellaneous kind of potion, and about 50 gold between them.
Well, I think I'll be taking these. Shake the potions at them. And that's looking a little bloody right now, pointing at the dagger in their hand, and I'll take one of the silver daggers to replace it. But I don't need such things, and you can keep your money unless you want to give a tip to the barman.
I probably think it's the least we could do with the blood we've caused.
Yeah, look at all the mess you've made. I think you better drop him a couple of coins. And look at the time. I think you might be leaving now, right?
Oh, yes, definitely. The brother stands up, grabs his backpack. As he does, it kind of like catches on the chair and like rips out the bottom, dropping like more. So they drop like some arrows and a crossbow. The arrows are silvered, and they drop like these, like almost like vials of water. That's what it looks like, and they drop them on the floor. And you find like a crucifix that's dropped on the floor as well.
Strange. Why would you be needing that sort of stuff?
The brothers just said, "Oh, they said it would help to kill you."
You're gonna have to try something bigger than that.
I will probably look into getting something bigger, yes.
Oh yeah, try this, and I'll stab it right next to the other dagger, silver dagger, into their hand.
Yeah, so they're just like both. This one under the charm effect's just like, you know, as the dagger goes through his hand, it's just like.
Yeah. All right, get out of my sight. I'm gonna go sit back down in my booth and watch them until they leave.
Okay. As you sit back down in your booth, they both fumble over the dagger. His charm effect drops and he goes extremely pale, as if he's about to pass out. But they do manage to fumble with the dagger. They do get both daggers out and clumsily walk out of the tavern. Don't
like that. What's this? I'm gonna the other potion vial that they had?
That one, it's
I'll
kind
have
of
a
like
little check.
yeah. Roll me either a medicine check or an arcana check. Just tell me which.
Let's do Arcana.
Okay.
So I got advantage on Arcana checks,
Yep.
and I rolled 2 19s
Okay.
for 22.
22. This like potion, it's like kind of like cloudy white. I mean, it has like gold like spirals that spin down on it. As you look at it, it kind of like it's very viscous. It's almost like an hourglass effect, like the gold just like slowly bubbles to the top or the bottom when you move it in your hand. The magical properties you gather from this above table is kind of like a luck point, so it gives you like a point of luck.
Okay. All right. Got a nice little collection right here. And yeah, let's sit back down. And I'm going to put that cloudy white potion that I've just obtained on top of the papers that I've got next to it.
Okay.
I lean back and continue drinking my coffee while I'm waiting.
Yeah, amazing. As all this is happening, Dimitri and Xanthi, you awake. Quite a restless night, but you awake and you're there. What are you guys doing?
So I think Xanthi is straight up and out the window.
Can you roll me a perception check?
22.
22. As you frantically get straight up and you look out the window, keep like looking around, you don't see anything at the time, but then you look further and then you see, as like there's a cacophony of people just like running backwards and forwards, going about their day, you see the doctor standing. And he kind of like catches your eye, he just waves, just as he's got your two other sisters standing next to him.
And he's not doing anything?
He's just waving at you.
Kind of shakes her head and moves back into the room.
Xanthi, you okay?
The doctor is in my head. I'm not feeling so good.
Did the ring not work then?
It appears not.
We can reconvene with the others. Maybe there's something else we can do to block him out.
I think that would be best.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll gather things and then find Mortician.
Yeah. I mean, Morticia and William are coming out their room, going downstairs. They're probably like a little bit ahead of you as you're coming out of your room. Just as like you'll reconvene downstairs just to see the barkeep like wiping down this table that's like filled with blood. His rag is like covered in blood. There's like all these silver tipped arrows, arrow bolts like across the floor. There's just blood dripping to the door and he's just there cleaning profusely.
What happened?
Oh, just a little bit of a situation that went a bit awry.
Question.
Yes.
Would the silver arrows and stuff raise any suspicion with me?
I mean, I suppose your first thought would be like, oh,
That's so
someone
weird.
knows who I am. And then you're like, then your second thought would be like, I'm not anymore. So yeah, that would be like kind of that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I remember worrying about that shit. The Holy War and stuff still there as well.
Sorry?
Is the vials of water there as well?
Oh, the vials of water are still there. Yeah.
Gonna go over and just uncork it and just, being normal now. Just taste it and just make sure my suspicions are correct.
I mean, taste-wise, it's not going to taste any different. It just tastes like water.
No.
Due to you being normal now.
Well, they have a rough morning either way. They're definitely here to kill something. Just gonna let the vial smash on the ground because it doesn't bother him anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you doing? It doesn't look like you've moved all night.
I got up, moved around. I've been stretching my legs.
Yeah.
I like this spot. Good view of the whole place. Kinda
Yeah, great
cozy
painting.
scene. Yeah, I haven't paid too much attention to it.
No.
So, how are you feeling?
Fleshy, if anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do look it, and then look into his eyes. How's his eyes looking right now?
Clear, like normal.
Yeah, you're definitely looking fleshy.
I gotta say, I feel heavier than I remember.
That will happen. You're probably gonna feel a few things over the next week or so, I reckon. Ain't gonna be nice.
Oh no,
Might
I
come
think
out stronger.
I think I know what's happened, and sadly, I guess I'll just have to par with it for now.
Well, there's always multiple ways of finding power and strength within oneself. And, seem to have people here who might be able to help you out.
Yeah, and I have a book to read as well. And not even going to try and hide it, the whole book about blood magic and all that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit across in the booth and just see if any pages have repaired overnight.
Yeah, some of the pages have started to fix. There's probably
Interesting
about
book.
5 more pages to what you remember.
Have a look at that book. Like, good luck. Teleros, what does that look like?
Oh, Teleros. It looks like want for a better term, a cookbook.
It's always good to strengthen the mind as well. A bit of literature can help in even the darkest of times.
Yeah, well, I might find some answers here. And I'm going to read of the 5 pages if I can over breakfast if there's not too much information, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to read at a pace where he will actually digest it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you? How are you doing this morning? Do you Tisha walk down with Williams?
Yeah.
Correct?
We all work.
Oh, everybody comes
Yeah.
out together?
Yeah, we're all together this
sorry.
moment.
Yeah, they were just slightly behind us.
That's towards Morticia.
I'm okay.
You're okay.
I'm okay.
Okay. Sure.
Very I had quite a few dreams, but I'm okay.
Oh, I hope you slept well through.
Like a baby.
Let's do a little nod to Dimitri. Morning.
Did you not sleep? Were you here this whole time, or?
Oh, I got rested. Don't worry.
Okay,
I just like this spot. It's fine.
that's fair.
Morning, little one. To Xanthi.
Good to see you too.
Pleasantries, very nice. Well, please, everybody take a seat. Is Reese with Santhi?
I presume so.
Yeah, I
Unless-
don't think Xanthi would let Reese out of her sight.
And are you feeling better, lady there?
Yeah, a little bit. I just really want to stay in bed. Really. I feel very, very tired.
Definitely had some interesting events befall upon you. Maybe rest wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm thinking some rest.
All right.
Rest is probably what I need. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we all need to have a little conversation with less hostilities this time, Xanthi.
I don't think that was entirely on my end.
Pointing
I
any
can
fingers
agree.
here.
There is one thing I need to say. And she'll take off this ring and kind of flick it onto the table. This does not seem to be effective. He was in my head again last night.
Well, that's a shame.
We need something stronger, if there is anything like that.
Definitely stronger things out there. So I know what that ring does. And you are definitely going to need something more powerful than that.
Regardless of that, we really need to come up with a plan if we're planning on meeting him today to get the money and shit.
Oh, you're planning today.
Yeah, that's what the announcer said, wasn't it? So
I ain't gonna lie to you, I think you're a few years too early. I'm not gonna stop you doing what you want to do, but I'll let you do what you want to do in the time frame you seem to be planning to do it. Your time isn't going to be very long, especially with this one how he is. Point to William.
yeah, no thanks. I can feel that. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I hate to agree, but I don't think we're ready. We already lost William. I don't want to lose anyone else.
I'm still here, you know. I'm not dead yet.
No,
Well-
I know, but I meant like we did lose you. I can't go through that again.
The correct terminology would be a lot better because I'm still alive. More alive than I've been in a while, which is still concerning.
We have a mutual friend. Mutual friend will stay unnamed and unrevealed. But they seem to have some great faith in you for some reason. I don't know why. You look like a jumped up group of kids. I'm not talking about age, I'm talking about experience, I'm talking about attitude, I'm talking about brain power, because twice now you've had a run in with the doctor. And you guys don't even really know what you're doing.
How many times did you run into him?
I've know this man inside and out, trust me. And I've had more than enough runs in with him.
And he's still alive.
Yes, he is, and not through lack of trying. And one thing I have learned through all those tries is he's alive for a reason. Now, I ain't saying I'm some all-powerful, all-brutal warrior of any kind. I'm just a man with a quick wit and smart brain. But he's something else. He seems like more than what you think he is. And you guys are going to need to, for lack of a better word, put some work in. Get some training on the go.
What
I
do
think
you
your best
it
thing
is
to
that
do-
I've been doing for pretty much
Not
my whole
enough.
life.
You've trained well, and you look like you can handle yourself. It looks like you can handle yourself. You got to go above and beyond to get out of that head of yours. Because I think when you're fighting, you ain't focusing on the right things.
I think it might go beyond fighting for this. We might need to work out how to not play by the rules, should we say.
Wow, look at that. Coming from a sister of the blade. Talking about dirty fighting. Backstabbing? I can't believe it.
Sometimes the rules need to be broken.
There it is. Rules need to be broken. You can't go head on. You got to be smart. Too soon, you got to take your time. This is what I'm trying to get through to you. But I don't know 100% what you can do yet. I've only seen but a fraction. And I might be able to help you with some stuff. And I'm going to put my hands on top of the papers, which has got that new potion there. And the potion that Lilith gave.
Okay.
I'm going to tap my hands on it. Be like, well, training's important, but literature, I'm going to look at William, it's important as well.
Much appreciated. At least I've been seen, I guess.
I got some useful information right here. But it comes at a price. It's a high price. And it's the price you're paying today, so you ain't got time to go see no doctor today.
What exactly do you want?
I want blood. Your blood in particular. Gonna look at all of them.
See, now I don't give my blood that easily.
Oh, I'm not talking about transfusion. I'm talking about the blood that leaks onto the ground. Blood that spurts from holes from arrows, from burns from magic. I want to see you guys lose some blood to me to see if you got it in you.
You
I'm gonna-
want to fight?
Oh, it's not going to be a fight. It's going to be a test. Because to fight means you got a chance.
Hearing all this, William's going to close the book and just have like a slight smile and be like, I'm more than up for it.
Yeah, sure.
Williams, that's smart. You just got better.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, you don't get any better if you just sit on your ass.
Educated man.
So what's the rules?
You guys bleed, and I'll tell you when you're done. But we're going to have to find a nicer space, because I quite like this place.
So are we fighting to try and kill?
Give it a go. I think you're going to sit this one out and point to Reese.
I think that's probably wise. I don't know why. I just feel sitting here, I'm like losing energy. I feel very sleepy.
Did you feel the same in the room?
I mean, I thought it was because I was like sleepy, you know, because yesterday all I did was kept sleeping every time your friend there kept waving a hand in front of me. I kept falling asleep. So I just thought I was very sleepy, but now I feel very heavy. I'm sleepy. I'm just tired.
Does it seem like she could be under the effect of anything in terms of like
Yeah.
disease?
Oh, roll me a medicine check.
$23?
23. As you're like looking over, like you're trying to do it without like proper examination, you're trying to just do it by eye at this point. There's nothing physically wrong with her.
You seem to know a lot. Is there any place around here where we could keep her away from the doctor's influence?
Well, I don't really know the area all as well. I've only been around here for a few days. Not got any trusted friends you could have sit in with her in an open and public place?
Not really. Perhaps we could get this training out of the way. She can watch, and then I can be with her while you do what you need to do.
Sure.
Do you want to go first?
Oh,
I look forward to it.
you're not taking turns.
Oh.
You're lining up.
Shall we go by these tables then?
Yeah, I think we
Use
can
them
make that
enough as
work.
is over a couple of days, so. And it's out of the way. Enough straw to soak up enough as well so it isn't too alarming for the locals.
Yeah, I think that maybe the spaces in the stables might work. It's enough. There should be enough footage there, I reckon. Sketch? Enough room at the stables?
Oh, yeah. There's... For what you're thinking, there's enough room in the stables, yeah?
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
nice and out of the way. That's a good suggestion.
Do we have time to chat? Can we make a plan before
Sure.
this happens?
Sure, no problem. I'll tell you what. I'll give you guys a few moments alone. You have a little talk. You see if you trust I'm not leading you into another big old trap now. And I'll meet you by the stables. Oh, can't be leaving this behind. I'll pick out the papers and the vials. My bag. Tell you what, get a stiff drink to get you ready. I'll put some coin on the table so they can buy a drink.
As you stand up, collect your belongings, you go to exit the tavern while they formulate a plan. Just in the street, there's an explosion. The reverberation smashes the tavern windows, and that's a great place to take a break. Welcome back. So, when we left for break, there was just this big explosion, sending a shockwave smashing the tavern windows in. Everyone up an alert. There's like some other patrons in tavern. They start to like run and hide under the tables. What are you guys doing?
How close was the explosion?
Definitely.
Like, are we feeling a shockwave, or are we kind of?
It's very close.
Engulfed in it.
No. You're not engulfed in flames, but you're getting the shockwave from the explosion. But you're so close that the smoke is starting to billow through the windows.
Oh, what the hell! God, I like this place. What the hell was that? Everyone okay? I'm kind of saying it to the whole tavern.
Xanthi, like, immediately over Reese.
What just happened? So that wasn't your doing?
No, I have a little bit more finesse when I do my thing. Have a look out the window. Can see anything going on?
As you look out the window, you see people running from this building. This seems to be the building that exploded. Seems to be the blacksmith you was all visiting the other day.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it just looks like the blacksmith's had an accident or something like that.
My symbol
That's
is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's had an explosion, I don't think it's there anymore.
We could go look, and then we can investigate what happened.
We don't need to get involved every time something happens in the town.
Oh, but I thought you guys were heroes.
We never said we were heroes.
Just get dragged into shit. There's a vast difference.
I'm pretty sure that is the definition of a hero.
No, more like problem solvers. I think that's more correct.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, tell you what, why don't I just go have a look, make sure blacksmith's all good, and then we'll get back to what we're doing.
I mean, if it's just to take a look.
For convenience sake, we might as well go with you, because then we can just continue on.
But we are not fighting anybody. We
And
are
less
just
people getting hurt.
looking and
Less
leaving.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll meet you outside, and Leiros will head out.
Are you all going outside?
Wants to walk to a bar and ask for a whiskey before he goes out.
Yeah, the barkeep's just like, oh, I mean, strange timing, but yeah, sure. And just draws you a shot of whiskey.
He said get a stiff drink and he's just going to neck it, put the glass on the thing, and then follow out.
Okay.
How far away is the building, the explosion?
It's not awfully far. It's about, I think it works out mechanically about 200 or so foot from you guys.
Okay.
It's somewhere you can quickly run to, essentially.
Yeah. When I get within 60 feet, can I just do Divine Sense?
Yeah, perfect. So, Morticia, you leaving the tavern as well. So, as all of you leave the tavern, Xanthi comes to run up behind you and, like, grabbing Reese's hand, not letting her out of sight. And Xanthi comes out the tavern, but Reese is stuck within the tavern and cannot move past the threshold. Xanthi looks at you guys and then looks at Reese, and then Xanthi just says, hey, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to leave my sister again.
No, do what you need. Well,
Yeah, that's understandable.
we'll return.
And she's just going to stay in the tavern with Reese. Immediately, as soon as like gets back in, you just see Reese collapsed in Xanthi's arms, and Xanthi just carries Reese off. You guys rush over. You hit your divine sense. What are you looking for in particular? Your divine sense, is it the modified one or the original one?
The original. I don't know if there was a modified one. So it's, yeah, celestial feed undead within 60 feet.
Perfect. So as you get that way, none of them register. You just see, as you get close enough, the lady, the owner of the Wishing Sword, Proxima Sagecast, being carried out, burn marks all over her body, her clothing scorched. This thing carrying her out, covered in this liquid metal that just seems to be keeping dripping and flowing, immediately just turns its head a full 180 towards you guys without even moving as it's dragging the body. What are you guys doing as this is all happening?
Fuck is that?
Oh, you haven't met these yet? There's some of the shit that the doctor makes.
I've seen some of his stuff, but this is creepy.
Fire kind of solidifies the metal and helps it stick in place. There's some that explode.
Figured out any weakness or anything of it yet?
Mostly fire seems to lock them up.
I was really hoping Xanthi was going to join us. Tell you what, if that's connected to the doctor, I want to take it down and have a proper good look at it. I can't remember. Just show me what you got. Come on.
Be careful, it can explode.
And normally they solidify and turn to dust, so you need to have a look at it before we kill it.
Oh, you guys need to show me. And take out a little notepad, a quill, and be like,
You not joining?
I won't kick your ass if you show me what you guys can do. Kind of proves to me that, you know, you might be worthy of information and treats, and tap a pouch where you put the paperwork and the vials.
God damn it. Okay. If I can find this again and pull out the sword and just walk down the street, just really annoyed that I've got to fight these things for like the 4th time in the course of like 2 weeks, and just be like, well, come the fuck on then. What special trick have you got?
As you walk up to it and it sees you draw your sword and you've got the shield in hand, it just looks, the head kind of like clocks very robotically, drops Proxima, and you just see the metal start to liquefy even further and start to mold, and it becomes a copy of what you are in front of you.
Mimicry. God fucking damn it.
I think Laris will be like, hey, well, at least it can't copy the powers you no longer have.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
And then, yeah, William, if you're going to engage it, I need some initiative from you and this robot. And if anyone else is engaging it, roll me initiative too.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? Just all roll me initiative just in case.
I will roll initiative.
19.
Ooh.
19?
9.
9.
12.
13.
Oh, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I know. That's a natural 13 because I have a +0 on initiative.
Oh. And then this perfected liquid metal sentinel got a, what's its next? Oh, got a 21. It rolled a natural 19 on the dice. Immediately, its sword though is a bit more clunkier than yours, but just like rushes shield first and then just comes up with swinging slash. Will a 27 hit?
Well.
I'm going to roll with these 2 dice. So I don't normally use them. 6. So that's 11 points of slashing.
Mm-hmm.
And then for its second attack, it's just going to shove you with the shield. So just immediately like push you back with the shield. Can you make me a strength saving throw, please?
Certainly can. 30-20.
Day 20. Perfect. So as it like bashes you with the shield, you kind of just get your shield up and you're just like shield to shield, just like almost like that kind of moment, you know, like in movies where like the swords are just there and it's just like heaving backwards and forwards. This is what's happening with the shields. That brings us to Morticia, seeing this unfold. How's Morticia feeling in the moment? Like how is she feeling, like emotion wise?
Very demonic.
Demonic, yeah.
Yes.
Would you say angry?
Yes.
I
I don't like these guys. I'm mad at them.
In that case, if you're angry, you see your arm glow red where the tattoos are, and your fingernails on that arm elongate into claws.
I will bonus action hex,
Yep.
and then I will arcane blast the creature.
Yep, perfect.
And it's 2 shots because we are
Level
above
7.
levels. Yep. So that's a 19 to hit,
That does hit.
and that is a 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Okay, so that's 12 plus the X. Ooh, so 18 total.
Amazing.
And
You just.
I will move away
and
from
it
the
just-
group.
Yeah, sorry.
I will also move away from the group.
Okay,
A little.
perfect.
Separate as well.
Yeah, you've broken this like tie that the perfected liquid metal sentinel and William have had locked over. It just like makes him shift back ever so slightly, giving William enough energy just to like push him to be 5 foot away from him. Then you break away from the group. That brings us to Dimitri.
Okay. He's like, okay, this worked before. And we'll go ahead and cast heat metal.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have. I think it just happens because any creature physically contact with the object takes
Yeah.
fire damage, but I don't know because it's made of metal. I don't know how it works, or if it can take it.
Yeah. So just I'll tell you what. For this one, just roll me damage.
Okay. At 10.
10.
Right,
So it takes to 10 fire damage. And you see it like kind of like start to like stiffen, but then you see like the metal kind of shift and vibrate a bit more as now he erupts in flames.
Interesting. Okay.
Anything else from you, Dimitri?
What we'll do is cast Blade Ward as a bonus action.
Perfect. Like it.
And then movement. Can I get make sure I'm within 10 feet with William?
Yeah, definitely you can. Easy enough to do. So that brings us to William.
You kind of lock back in with it, shield to shield, and just kind of retaliate. So I guess I'll take the 2 swings for now.
Yeah.
17?
17 misses.
Oh, and that's a fucking 12. They ain't gonna work.
Yeah, just you kind of like as you're like close to the shield now, you just can feel the immense heat emanating from him, and it kind of like makes you close your eyes ever so slightly, which just alters your sword's path.
Okay, action surge, and we'll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 12 again. And that's a 16. No, all 4 miss.
Yeah, just again this immense heat. You do take like a momentary step back just to stop it like from singeing your eyes, like how close and like how hot this is burning. Any bonus actions from yourself?
I might as well second wind.
Okay.
And done. Yeah.
Okay. Laris, that brings us to your turn as you're sitting there, notebook in hand, taking notes.
Take note. William, lack of power, but he's given it a good go. Bravery. Or stupidity. Tisha, claws new. And yeah, Dimitri's ... But he will kind of stand up at this point and kind of circle around to kind of hover behind, not literally hover, but hover behind Dimitri about 10, 15 feet.
Yep.
And focus a bit more on him.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be Lyris's turn.
Okay, perfect. So the perfected liquid metal sentinel, now with flame. Oh, and it got hit with magic as well. Interesting. Is immediately going to... Yeah, I think it's going to try and like break away from you, William. And it's going to lunge towards... it's going to attempt to lunge towards Morticia because they did the most like damage out of it and like that impacted him more. So you will get an attack of opportunity if you choose.
Part of me is just like, do I even try? But fuck it, yeah. 14. Nah.
No, miss again.
Unless I can use 1 second. Because unless I can use a Crimson Strike on an opportunity attack?
Yeah, you can.
Fuck it, let's try it. So, whatever I roll on a fucking D10. That's +5 for a 19 now?
That does hit.
Whoa. Second. Let me double check that I actually got that correct. Yeah, 14, 5, 19. Yeah, okay. Okay, that is 12 slashing.
Okay. Immediately as that happens, using the full charge is going to come at you, Morticia, with 2 flaming strike attacks with its... Like, this sword now kind of looks more like a lance, as like it's like charging. First one will be a 13 to hit. Second one will be a natural 1. I think my dice only like hitting you, Kisban, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, no, I can feel that. Yeah. I can't hit you, which is fine, I guess.
Perfectly balanced in some way.
Fair.
Yeah.
That is a nat 1 on that. Yeah, he doesn't want to waste any. Yeah, okay, perfect. So yeah, that will then bring us to Morticia.
So I will use a... I will use a guiding bolt.
Okay.
Yeah. I will attempt. Natural 20. Oh, no. It's not a natural 20. It looked like a natural 20, but it's a natural 1.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I used to have the symbol, and I was like, ooh, nice. No.
Oh, that's
a natural
unfair.
1. Yes.
Okay. As you send this guiding bolt off, your arm just sears with pain at the smiths. Any bonus actions?
I guess I will activate my flight and fly up. So
Okay, yeah.
the lance cannot reach me.
Yes. Yeah, perfect. That brings us then to Dimitri.
Yes. With him being erupted in flames.
Yeah.
Do I know if my spell is basically aiding it, or is it still kind of a mixture of both? Like it's taking damage, but it's
Yeah, I mean, he is still physically taking damage because he is still metal. But this, you're getting that this Sentinel in particular is made to adapt to situations.
okay. That's the case, then I will stop concentration on heat metal. If it's adapting to my flames. So I'll stop it.
Okay.
And then when that happens, does the flame stop, or is he kind of just taking
He's
that flame
still on
now?
flames for now.
Okay. So what I will do is I'll try and earth and grab to try and like keep him there.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Strength check?
Do you want to change it to strength? It's wisdom on here.
No, we can do wisdom. I mean, wisdom's better for you. Strength is better for me. So that's a 5.
Fail. So it is stunned.
Perfect. So anything else from you, Dimitri?
That was my action, so I'm just going to get within 10 feet of it. Just that's my range. That's it.
Perfect. That brings us to William.
We'll turn about and go straight for it.
Okay.
I'm guessing it ran past me because I was the one that went forward.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So turn about, go straight for it, and I guess I'll just try and flash at it.
Yeah.
So can I use the Crimson Strike on both attacks?
Yeah, if you got the hit dice for it.
If I need to. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Well, first one is 17.
That misses.
Fuck it. That's a natural 20 for 28.
Yeah, that one will hit.
Oh. You do have advantage as well, right? Because of stunned.
Valid point. So technically, that's the first attack.
Okay,
for the
yep.
natural 20 then.
Yep.
Well, that's 13 slashing on the first one. Thank you for reminding me of that.
Yep.
It's all good.
That's a 23 so far. 1 second. 24 to hit on the second attack then.
Hits.
That'll be 13 slashing again.
Oh, amazing.
Did you double your damage on the first one?
Yeah, it rolled the 2 dice, but it got a 1 on 2 of them.
Oh.
On one of them. Yeah, so I think it was like a 1 and a 6.
Not the best.
And I don't need to use that. So, yeah. I'm good.
Okay. Perfect. That brings us to Laros. Sorry.
Dimitri, after the ... analytical mind, learning upon action. Impressive. I'll take a few steps over, head towards Morticia. I think
She's
the creature
flying
is near us. Oh, she's flying up?
Yeah.
I'll look up and I'll be wandering up there then. I will wander over to William, be like, the light in his eyes is gone, but the fire in his magic still seems to be burning. Interesting. Usually last upon death in quotation marks. Let's throw a spanner in the works. Put his hand out. I'm going to spell a spell slot.
Yep.
And I'm going to summon my Eldritch Blade.
Okay. Amazing.
And I'm going to move towards William.
Yep.
And I'm going to look at him. And then I'm going to step past him and strike at the creature.
Okay, yep. Perfect. Go for it.
But I'm going to stare at William the whole time.
Yeah.
plus 8, 21.
That will hit.
Yep, and I also need them to make a Constitution saving throw. DC of 16. That's called.
They roll 15, 9 plus 6. Yeah, 15.
Oh, cool. Then they fail. So they'll take it's plus 5. So I take 9 points in necrotic damage, and they will lose 3 points to their strength.
3 points.
As the sword kind of comes out and flicks her maybe right in the neck, looking at William and be like, got the bravery, but like that one over there, point to Dimitri, play it smart, pressure points, weak spots, and just kind of go to where the jugular would be.
Yep.
The sword. I mean, that's an action. Yeah, I'll just do that for the moment.
Okay.
Stand ground next to William, kind of point the sword towards the creature.
Amazing. That brings us to... Does that stun him until it gets back to your turn?
Well, it says for a minute.
Oh.
So I don't know if you wanted to change that, 'cause that seems quite a long time.
No. It is what it is. Yeah, okay. So Liquid Mental Sentinel is stunned, which will then shift us over to Morticia. You flying above, you just see finally the mysterious man doing something. You see the Sentinel frozen in place. And you see like Dimitri, William, and Laros like all around the Sentinel.
Is it still on fire?
The flames are still going, yes.
Fuck it. I will go and I'll get on his shoulders, and with my new claws, I will cover his eyes from the back. And this is purely for flavor. I will cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay.
But on his eyes.
Okay.
Like as I'm scratching their eyes.
Yeah.
So that's a wisdom for you, say.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it doesn't shit. I will use my bonus action to use my blood bolt though.
Yep.
Yeah. Which doesn't hit because that's a 10.
Okay.
Oh, but I have the advantage because of the...
Yeah, you do have advantage because it's stunned, yeah.
It's a 10 again.
Okay. So just immediately launching this attack, and you try and he's just frozen, but there's no there's nothing behind the eyes for your attacks to seem to latch onto, bringing us to Dimitri.
Yes. So obviously, I learned that he adapted to normal flame. So Dimitri's going to try and see what it does with radiant flame.
Okay.
And going to cast sacred flame.
Okay.
Which is normally a dex save, but do they fail if they're stunned, or is it just disadvantage?
No, it is auto fail because they're stunned. Yeah.
Hooray! So that's 9 radiant damage.
Cool. And technically, because of stun, they can't take reaction, so he can't adapt anymore. So, yeah, you just see the radiant flame just take over. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's it. I can't really do much for my bonus action, so.
Okay, cool. That brings us to William.
He's in that frame of mind anyway. He will take the knowledge on board because, it's not coming from a condescending point of view for once.
Yeah.
And he'll kind of, with his attack, kind of strike at the hip to kind of separate it a bit. So if it did get unstunned, reduce its movement, then that's what he's kind of thinking.
Yeah.
That's a 23 on the first.
That hits.
Just get both. And 27 on the second.
That hits.
That is 15 and 12.
Okay.
Respectfully on
Yep.
the 2 attacks. And yeah, there's still no use for anything bonus action wise, so we're just gonna chill.
Okay. Laros, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Little nod to William. He seems to listen, which is nice. Turn around and walk away from the creature. And yeah, so I'm going to walk back about 20 feet. Going to write in my notepad, but I'm not going to say what he's writing. And then I'm going to turn around. And yeah, let's just do an Eldritch Blast.
Yep. Let's go blasting.
Let's go blast. Ooh. No. It's a 14. So,
That does miss, yeah.
second one's a 24.
Are you rolling these with advantage, yeah?
Nope.
Okay, so the first one will hit because it'll be a 24. So the second one.
Will hit for 24. Whoops. Because it's stunned. And the second one will be 19.
That will hit as well.
Cool. Dice. 10 plus 5, 15 points. Necrotic damage.
Amazing.
Sorry, I lost. Yeah, and that'll do for the moment.
So that hits that. The sentinel just head kind of just like slowly spins, and you see like the mouth kind of open, and words slowly come out. It's very, very slow. If you break me, Reese will be trapped in that room forever. That ends his turn. That brings us to Morticia.
I'm on top of him, so I'll just whisper to him. We do not respond to threats. And I will cast Guiding Bolt again.
Okay, yeah, just straight down, like. I would say it would be disadvantaged normally, but I'm going to say it's just straight roll because you got the stunned.
Yeah. 22?
22? Is that coming from the claw?
I would assume. Because that's
Amazing.
the end that I have on top of his... Yeah. 18 points of Radiant.
Amazing.
Oh, plus the X. That's another 3 points. And with my bonus action, I will use the Blood Bolt again. Time 2.
Yeah.
That's going to fail. That's it.
Okay, perfect. Bringing us to Dimitri's turn. This thing's looking very... You can see like the joints and that are starting to crack and split, and where it's been injured by slashes, it's like coming apart.
Okay. Do I see anywhere on it any potential runes that might be connecting to Reese, and that's why they said it?
You see like... it's not necessarily on its person, but it has like this kind of small box, almost looks like a stone. And that seems to be within its hand, where like it's turning into a sword and a lance. And now because he's frozen and stunned, you can just see it turn back to a hand where he's holding this in his hand.
Okay. Shoot. I don't think I have it. No, I don't. I am going to, because it's stunned, try and see if I can take this box.
Okay, yeah. I am going to say, even though it's stunned, it's like very tight grip, so I will have to say it will be a contested athletics check.
Of course. Yeah, makes sense.
Purely because it's like frozen
tight
grip. Yeah.
It's frozen, yeah.
Okay.
Terrible. 12.
So he rolled a 13 plus 9.
Oof.
So yeah, he just like stays in that grip, and you're like trying to get it off of him.
Yeah, and whilst I'm trying to do this, I want to say, what do you mean? What have you done? That's my turn.
Okay, perfect. That brings us to William.
I want to do something, but I'll need what your rolling would be.
Okay.
I want to attack, but use the charges of the shield to store the regenerative properties, and then walk over to the blacksmith and heal them with it.
No, the shield is once you attack, it's immediate regenerative. It's for the user of the shield.
That's a shame. Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
No worries then. Guess just gonna aim for the arm that this boxer Dimitri is fascinated with and try and just flop that off. First one's a 15, but I will use a I'll use a thing to increase that one. So yep. So that takes it to a 21 for the first one.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm down to 4 left at the moment.
Yep.
And the second one is a 27.
That will hit.
So first one is 9 slashing, and the second one is 10 slashing.
Yeah, immediately you carve through this arm, and the arm falls off. Still holding tight that kind of like box type object. But yeah, you do manage to latch that arm off.
Well, that's what you wanted. And the fight's not over, but he's going to sheathe the sword and just go over to the blacksmith and see what their condition is.
Okay. So the blacksmith, roll me a medicine check.
I certainly can. Natural 20 for 24.
So they are unconscious, but not completely dead, but they have burns that are like covering like a third of their body.
Yeah, they're not in great condition. Not sure how long they're going to hold.
Okay.
And that'll be everything,
Perfect.
I guess.
Laros, before you take your turn, can you make me a perception check, please?
Oui, oui. 15.
15? Yeah, so you manage to see just out of the corner of your eye as like this hand gets chopped off and dropped to the floor. William goes over to the blacksmith. You see one of the blades of Totalis come running up. The Labris morphs into a spear and is immediately going to take a strike when it's their turn, obviously, against William. They're just running up to the blacksmith, taking a strike there. But yeah, that's what you see. You see them run up. The Labris axe they have just turns into a spear.
Okay. Well, things have just changed a little bit. Looking over, Dimitri seems to have things sorted. Morticia going to kill anything that she can get her hands on. So, but I got to do the right thing. I'm going to use my bonus action. And I am going to awaken Nocturnus and transform into my hideous hybrid form.
Amazing.
So you guys see Leiros, his jacket that he wears will glow for a split second and then start to sizzle and smoke, dark black smoke, and envelop him completely in kind of like a bit of a twisting cocoon of smoke. And then when it dissipates, very horrible visage. You have a large, rotten-looking werewolf with no legs, but like just a ghastly, translucent sort of trail almost. And it does not look healthy, and it does not look nice. And with that, yeah, I'm just going to shoot forward, and I'm going to strike that Sister of the Blade.
Yep.
As hard as I can.
Yeah, go for
but
it.
as I've got my sword activated, I'm going to use that.
Yep.
23?
That will hit.
23. Yeah. Great. And if they can do me a Constitution saving throw.
They certainly can.
16?
That's a 12.
Cool. So 15 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Strength reduced by 3.
Okay.
And I'll take a second attack because I completely forgot I have 2 attacks.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll take another attack. Why not? 27.
That will definitely hit. Another
19
con save.
plus 8, 20. Yeah, do another con save. Yes. Happens every time. That's cocked.
That unfortunately is a 10.
Oh, also fails. So loses another 3 strength and takes 8 points of necrotic damage. And I think that'll be everything for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll stay there.
Perfect. So the sentinel is kind of locked in place, can't do anything. So it will bring us to Morticia, but the Blade of Totalis, the sister, will go just before Dimitri because she rolled a 15 on initiative. So Morticia, you see this hand falling off the liquid metal sentinel. You see the blacksmith Williams over there. He just shouted all that information. You see this, what it looked like, this similar to the one that William was fighting back in the pit. Same kind of get up, but with a spear this time, about to make like a killing blow stab. But you just see Laros just turn into this ghastly wolf form and just lunge towards them. What do you do?
So first things first, I will bonus action healing word.
Okay.
The smith that is on the floor.
Yep.
So I'm only doing it at first level. Let me see, because that's okay. Ooh, that's 9 points.
9 points of healing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then I'll look at Dimitri since the creature is stunned. Regroup.
Sure.
And I will fly towards the sister.
Okay.
And I will delirium orb.
Okay.
And can I have a intelligence save?
You certainly can. That will be a 15.
Ooh, one the dot.
Oh,
2 saves.
nice.
Yeah.
So half
So
damage?
yeah, that's it.
Oh no damage?
Wait, let me check. Oh, half.
Yeah.
So that would be 21. So half is 10. And let's do cold damage.
Amazing. Just as this icy blast comes from your clawed hand, there's just this trickle of like black flame trickling down this ice, just making it like this jet black ice that just launches towards this blade Totalis. Okay, perfect. That will then bring us. That's it for your turn, right, Morticia? Okay, so that brings us to the blade of Totalis. She is going to. Yeah, I think she's going to do that. Immediately, the spear is going to just transform into a longsword. And she is going to take a slash towards you, William.
Mm-hmm.
That will be, I believe that hits. It's like a 24 to hit.
Not yet. I'm going to use the charge with the shield.
Okay.
We'll see. Which is a 6. 23. So, still hits. Yeah,
Still hits.
but it's 23 AC now.
As you use a charge of the shield, you hear a there is more of me around. And unfortunately, it doesn't hit, so you do still get the longsword damage, which is 3 plus so 8 points of slashing damage.
Yep, that's fine.
Then she's going to go into before her second strike, she's going to activate her fury, and lightning is just going to charge around the sword, and she's going to go for a second strike.
Mm-hmm.
This time
23 speed now.
Yeah, no, that misses. It's like a 21. So but you feel like this shockwave of lightning and just this clash. And then, yeah. You know what? Yeah, she's going to action surge.
Okay.
Nope, fail. Second one, so that's a 28 to hit.
That will also hit, yep.
6. Okay, so that will be 11 points slashing and 10 points of lightning damage.
Oh, okay.
Just as, like, you just hear beneath the mask, just like, you got back up after the first one. It may have cost us a sister. I'll make sure you won't get back up again. Then that brings us to Dimitri's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna start to regroup, so I'm gonna head over to them.
Yep.
And if possible, if I can get in between, the sister and William.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah.
Just I'll be his shield. And then I'm gonna go to her, just say, "This isn't you. You can fight this. I'm gonna help you, but it's not gonna last long." And I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on her,
Okay.
so she fails. It suppresses any charmed effects.
Okay. What save is that?
It's a Charisma saving throw of 14.
Well, with a -3.
Oh, okay.
And a 3 on the dice for a 0.
Yeah.
Immediately, just where am I? What? I. Who are you? Where? What is happening?
We're friends with your sister, Xanthi. The doctor has you under your control. I'm sorry, my spell only lasts for a minute, and you will be charmed again. So you need to try and fight it after this.
Okay. Is my sister okay?
She is, yes. She's with Reese.
Reese is okay too. Okay. Fight this. I can fight this. Okay, that will then bring us to William's turn.
Bonus action, he's going to take the potion that Morticia gave him, and as the blacksmith's getting up, he's going to go, here, drink this, use it, it'll get you back up to your feet, just get safely. And, like, I'm moving them out of the way, he's going to get up, sword still sheathed, and just look at this other sister and go, look, by how the doctor, he's happy to use the action for this, by the way.
Yep.
Just how the doctor is, if you do fight this, play along with him, otherwise he'll kill you like he did the other one. He doesn't like it when his toys disobey him, so if you can beat him,
Which one
play
died?
along.
One died?
I wouldn't know.
Immediately drops to the floor, head in hat. Yeah, head in hands. I was right there. Thought I was going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Head in hands, just lets out like this guttural scream.
Can I use my action to kind of help her up?
Yeah.
And to try and kind of keep the facade that, like, part of the action to, like, keep the facade, like, if he's always watching. We're trying our best to keep you guys alive and save you, but you need to play along if you beat this. No matter how heinous the shit he gets you to do is.
I will. I'll try.
And, I am sorry, but we're going to have to try and incapacitate you at least.
I know.
And then, yeah, that'll be his whole turn.
Okay.
Making sure the blacksmith's battle safe and kind of stabilizing the sister so she's not giving away.
Okay. Laros, in your elder form, can you make me a perception check, please? That face said it, everything. Like, it was.
It's a 10. I just think if
I think you get
what time of
advantage in
day
the older
it's
form.
in the
No?
Oh, I do. Yeah, thank you.
I did think so.
Still a 10.
I
I'm not
see you
giving you-
joined me today.
Okay, then you will not see this bit happen first, but it will happen after your turn. So it is your turn.
Cool. So, in this form, Leiros is not as calm as he is. The wolf inside him is there, and with red glowing eyes and half the skin missing from one side. So you just see the teeth all the time. Having seen William pick up the sister, he's just going to turn to her and be like, sister, and grab by the neck and try to slam her onto the ground.
Okay.
Fuck, I hate this. Can I use my reaction to give a better AC if it's an attack?
Oh,
With the shield?
With the shield. Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
Yeah. Is it an attack, James?
I mean, I'm going. I guess it is. Yeah, it's ferocity and anger.
Yep.
Cool.
1 attack, 2 attack. Use the shield once. So I'm down to 2 dice. Just keeping track of
God,
myself.
this has got a great modifier on it. Yeah, 29.
That's a +9 to her AC.
Where's her AC? Her AC currently is. Did I not? Oh, yeah. 14. So +9 is 23.
23. Yeah.
I had all the advantages and stuff there. It was
Okay.
just-
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, grab her. And where you'd think someone would grab someone like around the neck and push them down, like Leiros grabs the neck but pushes the claws into the neck, like actually gets purchased and just slams into the ground as hard. as you can. It doesn't do huge amounts of damage. Yeah, it doesn't. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
7 points. Okay.
Yeah.
Immediately, the wind expels from her lungs as she makes contact with the ground, trapped in your claw.
I'm being pretty.
Anything else from you, Laros?
Yeah, just a straight up. You get a little bit of a cackle.
Yeah.
And you go, ha ha ha, my sister, and smack her in the face.
Okay,
Straight up punch.
It's still a 23 to beat though, because it stays until the start of my next turn.
Cool. Yeah, it's 22. So that.
Okay, so this one, you go to punch with full velocity, and just like this trickle of blood just leaks and just like protects her, and you just impact this blood, which immediately gets absorbed by your fist. But
tit for tat. Look at my fist. Fist, and just keep her held to the ground.
Yeah, amazing. What you guys will see, and what Laros did not see, you see in stark white and silver armor, this being with this long black cloak that trails behind them. This cloak dissipates at some point into smoke, and he just walks up. These armored gauntlets, this silver armor has got like these black accents on it. These armored gauntlets have are fingerless. You see red skin, fingers, and like his helm he wears covers everywhere apart from the bottom half, and he's just like, oh, 2 of my prizes in one place. Hello, beastie. And yeah, he is going to cast a guiding bolt on Laros. That will be a 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be 9, 10, 15. That was really low. 15 points of radiant damage as it impacts you, taking you like sprawling across the ground. And he immediately looks around, sees the sister on the ground, and he's like, no, to send a message to the doctor. And you see him touch his hand on the head of the sister, and you just hear him whisper, and now the sweetest dream from the Mercy King. As you just hear the sister scream out in pain. With that, we go to Morticia.
Does she seem like she goes down?
She's not having a good time. She's in a world of pain. It kind of looks like she's fitting, convulsing.
I think my idea of who the Mercy King is, I will scream, Hadeen!
Okay.
And I will attempt to cast Incite Greed on him.
Okay.
Maybe. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. That is a 18.
Yeah, he saves. But bonus action, I will healing word or.
Yep.
Oh no, I can't because it's a leveled spell.
Oh yeah,
I will pain share. I will pain share at least. So that's 3 points that she heals.
Okay, perfect. Still there, body convulsing, lightning riddling both hers, and you're seeing lightning extend from his hand as well.
And can I move towards him?
Yeah, of course you can, yeah.
I'll stay right behind him.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. That brings us to technically the sister. She gets a chance to save. Of course, it's a nat one. Okay. That brings us to William.
Dimitri's before me.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I can't read my own writing. Dimitri.
Okay, where's me? Okay.
Dimitri died. Okay.
Oh no!
Time for Dark Babu.
Dark Pabu enters.
Player 2 is join the game.
So what's paint the picture? So Adine has
the Mercy King has.
Sorry, the Mercy King.
The Mercy King has the sister, like this, like hand around head, like this. You're seeing her body just convulse. You heard him say, "Now for the sweet dreams of the Mercy King." You see Laros in his demonic wolf elder form just scattered across the one side. You see Morticia. Did you land or are you still flying?
No, I landed.
Okay, you landed, targeting the Mercy King now. The Liquid Metal Sentinel was just at this point, just pile of liquid.
Yeah.
He continued to take fire damage even though in his ignited form, so he would have burnt out. And then you see William, who is trying to come to terms with what's going on.
Yeah,
Also safe.
it is a clusterfuck.
Yeah. So is Leros not there anymore? He got.
No, he's
pushed
like
back,
there,
yeah.
but he's like been pushed far back, and he's just there like. Argh.
Okay. Okay. That's the case. I am going to try and cast Command on the Mercy King.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say drop to see if he'll let go of the sister.
Okay. What save?
So it's gonna be a Wisdom save of 14.
That's a natural 16 on dice plus 3 for 19.
Oof. Okay. That's fine. And then, remind me again: is the claw a bonus action or an action? I forgot to note it down.
Bonus action.
Bonus action. So I'm just gonna get ready for the next turn then and activate the claw.
Okay.
As my bonus action.
Pabu erupts into flame as this flame wraps around one of your arms as your arm extends into this giant claw. Bringing us to William.
So I'm guessing seeing the sister in pain, and the Mercy King kind of has this secondary goal that would be useful if he dies anyway. He's going to draw out the sword and just try and go for the arm, try and sever the arm.
Okay.
First one's a natural 20.
Okay.
Which is 19 slashing to the arm.
Okay.
And the second one, that's a fucking 10 total.
Yeah, so that one won't hit. As you come around with the first slash and slash through, you break some of the silvered armor from it, and you make a good very good couple of inches cut into the arm.
That one's just a flop.
Yep.
I have nothing else, so hey.
Okay. Leros.
Cool. So, yep, been hit by some radiant damage. Don't really like that stuff. It just burning. He just starts kind of ripping off the remains of what clothing he's got on him. He rips it off and rips his belt off. You guys know have all his pouches on and stuff, and he just throws them down. Just like, you! And he just pelts it straight towards the Mercy King.
Yep.
I think probably even just like dispels his sword as well. Pure like animalistic rage. And yeah, just diving in both claws straight at his chest.
Perfect. I'll give you advantage on these.
Cool. Yeah. 24 for one. 24 for the other.
Amazing. Yeah, both hit.
Cool. And I have got my Elder Form out, so I get to add some extra
Yes, you do get your
damage.
Your bonus Elder runes.
Where is it? I lost track of where it is. I think it's D12s. Yeah, I tell you what, as a run, I'm going to use my bonus action as well. I'm just going to start like clawing myself, and I'm going to do a Crimson Rite.
Yep.
And do the Rite of Flame, and add some extra damage to that as well.
Yeah. Why not?
So, lots of dice.
This is just a nightmare visage as you see this rotten, demonic wolf spirit just lunge, start tearing at its own flesh as his claws ignite on flame as he just like goes full ham towards the Mercy King, charging with double strikes. I don't know why I made that sound like a video game. Double strikes.
Double strike.
Added effect.
28 points of necrotic damage
Yep.
and 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
That's action, bonus action, and movement. So, yeah, that's everything.
Amazing. As you like charge towards Mercy King takes his attacks, just looks straight up, and he goes, "And now, beastie, you will return to the nightmares from whence you belong." And you see this smoke trail of Laros just start to become absorbed in this pendant the Mercy King has around his neck, just being absorbed into this as the Mercy King is gonna, as that's happening, the Mercy King just looks down at the sister and just be like, "Remember the time where dreams took you easy into sleep, and where you would enjoy such things. I will take you there again. Live in the light of the Mercy King." And you just see her stop convulsing.
If you allow Leiros some
Yep.
last words. He's getting drawn into the pendant. He's furiously kind of trying to grab the ground, and drag and screaming out, "No, I'm not you! I'm not part of you!"
Yeah.
He just gets sucked into the pendant.
Amazing. Yeah. You just see these giant claw marks absorb as the pendant, as he just gets absorbed into the pendant. You guys see Laros's belt left around where there's pages and potions in the pouches that were left open. And the Mercy King just looks at you all as he goes, "Now I am complete. I am whole again. Choose your next moments wisely." And that's where we will end for today.